Hey everyone, this is Sergio. I told you guys I would keep up with the Q&As, and this is me keeping my word. So a very quick video, just answering the questions a couple people asked me about my previous videos. Maybe some things I didn't cover in the previous videos you guys might want to know. Like I said before, do feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer them. So the first question out there I had was, what is a capacitive screen, and what are the differences between that and the others on the market? So the two major players in the touchscreen market are capacitive, and I brought in my old Touch Pro 2 here for the other comparison, and resistive. Okay, so really quickly, capacitive is, I believe, to be the higher end of the two technologies. Capacitive screens work off of the electricity that comes off your fingers, or the heat that comes off your fingers, or a combination of both. Basically what it means is the screen will only react to a direct touch from your finger, or anything that's your skin directly contacting the screen. Okay, what's good about that is a lot, you could say better accuracy if your screen is big enough. You're not going to get anything where the screen is going to activate itself inside the pant pocket, because it's inside your pants and your fingers aren't touching it. Okay, that's quickly capacitive. Resistive, I would love to turn this phone on, but as you can see, it's kind of cracked and broken, so that's not going to happen. But what resistive means is it reacts to pressure. So if you touch a resistive screen, you might notice that it kind of pushes in, and that is because it's reacting to the pressure, not to the actual touch of your fingers. So most resistive phones come with a stylus. You can see that there is for the Touch Pro. So you write on it, you can tap on it, and most resistive phones tend to have a smaller screen real estate. They tend to have smaller screens. Therefore, you need a stylus to get on the little zooms and the little links and the little menus and everything. That's resistive phones. They're not quite as responsive as capacitives. They do work well. I'm not going to say that. I mean, I had this one for a couple months, almost a full year, and it worked well. I had no complaints with it. You had a full QWERTY keyboard, so the smaller screen wasn't really an issue. Only for web browsing and stuff like that. And let me just show you so that you guys don't think I'm just making this up. The Hero is fully capacitive. So the Hero will only react to the touch of my finger. So if I take out my stylus here, you see nothing's happening. And I am touching the screen, you see. Nada, 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 nada. But if I put my finger on the screen, there you go. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There you go. So that is the basic difference between capacitive and resistive. Capacitive offers a much better experience if you have a bigger screen and you tend to do your typing on the screen and you want. So the second most commonly asked question was about the battery life. As you remember, if you watched my other videos, which I'm assuming you did if you're watching this one, in my previous video I talked about the battery life. I said in best case scenario I got about 3 days out of the phone. I was not lying about that, but remember, I said that was with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS turned off, and very minimal web browsing, very minimal YouTube. Okay, and I said in worst case scenario, I got about a full day and a half out of the phone. Also wasn't lying about that. That was with GPS, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi all turned on, heavy web browsing, heavy YouTube, email, all those good data-intensive functions of the phone. So some people are telling me, hey, you know what, I only got a half a day or a couple hours at the best. You must be a liar, sir. Well, let me tell you why that's happening to you. So, out of the box, or when Sprint first shipped the phone, there were a few glitches with the system. The main one being the messaging application. You would launch your messaging application, you would create a message, I'm just typing randomly here, and you would send it. Okay, so let's send it. What would happen is that your messaging application, for whatever reason, would open up your dialer, and as you know, or the phone application. As you know, talk time on phones is not a lot. It's a couple hours at the very best. That being, your phone would be in phone mode the whole time while you're doing everything else without you even knowing it, and your battery would drain and it would die, and you'd be a very sad person. So that was the glitch. Let me show you how to check if this is happening to you and how to fix it. So you go into settings, you go into the very bottom, which is about phone, you go into status, and right there at the bottom you see that uptime and that awake time. Uptime is how long your phone has been turned on. Awake time is, out of those hours, how long it's actually been in use. Okay, so my phone has been turned on for 173 hours. That's a long time. Remember, I also said in my previous video that you rarely turn off this phone. It doesn't crash. So far, it hasn't crashed on me, and that's true. As you can see, 173 hours. That's a long time. And the awake time has been about 26 hours. 15% of that. Okay, so if that glitch were happening to you, your awake time would be matching your uptime, meaning that your phone will be awake 100% of the time. That is not good. That is what the glitch was. That when your phone went to sleep, it wouldn't be asleep. It'd still be running. Let me show you how to fix that. Get out of there, go into System Updates. Click on Firmware Update. So Sprint was very good about recognizing, hey, you know, we fucked up. I don't think I could say that word. Hey, you know, we messed up, and let's fix this. They very quickly, within a matter of weeks, made a software update so that it would fix that problem. And as you can see, my phone is checking for a firmware update. This is what yours will do as well. And I'm gonna cancel because it takes a while. And hey, look, no firmware update available. My phone is up to date. Yours might say Sprint version 1.56 point something. Download it. You'll download it. You'll install it. Your phone will reboot, and it'll be working just fine after that. Other little knickknacks here and there with the update. When you call somebody, let me just call this random person here. When you do call somebody, there are now these two buttons on the call screen. This is speaker, and this is mute. It used to be you'd have to press menu to turn on your speaker and mute. Not that anybody was complaining about it. I certainly wasn't. I already did use a speaker. But hey, you know what's good that Sprint said, hey, this is a nice little feature. Maybe my users might want to implement this on their... The last most commonly asked question was about Android itself. As you know, there has been multiple updates to the operating system. We started out with basic Android, then we went to Android Cupcake, which is 1.5, then we went to Donut, which is 1.6, and now we're at Eclair, which is Android 2.0. Android 2.0 is only on the Motorola Droid so far, which runs on Verizon in the United States, and there's some GSM versions out there, but not for the United States. So this phone is, I would say sadly, because it is out of date technically, but it works fine. It works great. 1.5, which is Cupcake. So we are 2 upgrades down below what everybody else is running on currently. But hey, the minor differences between the operating systems. 1.6, the big difference was that you had a little more capable voice search and a little bit more capable voice dialing and that kind of stuff. Though you have that on here, it's just a little more enhanced. And the universal search bar. I would say though, I would love a universal search on my phone. That being said, I'm very sad to say that HTC has made it very clear, and so has Sprint, that 1.6 will not be coming to the HTC Hero. On the other hand, 2.0 will. 2.0 has been confirmed for the HTC Hero, and 2.0 is Eclair, which is running on the Motorola Droid, which will be running on your Heroes sooner or later. So that's the end of it. There were a few other questions here and there, but if I answered everything, I'd end up with a 15-minute video. Those were the most commonly asked. Like I said, any questions, anything you want me to review or look into about the phone, ask me. I'll do my best to answer it, as I've done in this video. I'm a man of my word. So comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at LSurge, ELS3RG. And keep in tune. Many more videos coming. I'm still working on a Samsung Moment review and a heads on between the two, and I'm finishing the software review on the HTC Hero. Alright guys, thanks for watching and keep it tuned.